Hello and welcome to A1R Psychic Radio. My name is Gail Moffat and you can find me on Facebook, Gail Moffat, International British Medium and Teacher. You can also find me on gailmoffat.com, and also there's lots of stuff over the internet. So just start Googling. Anyway, I'm hoping we can have a lovely, lovely show today. And what I wanted to talk about, because obviously, as you can probably tell from my accent, I'm from England, and we're currently broadcasting from England at the moment, and I live in Brighton. But I am very aware that we have a lot of the United States citizens that are listening to this radio show, and we have a special day coming up in your calendar, which is Thanksgiving. And it's so I wanted to just sort of, acknowledge that you've got this special time. And whenever I speak to my American friends, they always talk about the holidays. We don't have Thanksgiving over in England, so we miss out. But we do have a lot of the churches, they have a harvest festival in September. But it's not quite the same. We don't celebrate it in the same way that you do, which is rather a shame. But there are a few things that have come across the pond that you might be interested to know about. And it's quite a big pond, isn't it? 3,500 miles approximately. Anyway, there is a few things. And one of the things, at the end of October, so it's not far behind us, we had at the Halloween, and historically, it was always the American people that did the trick or treats, and now it's now we have embraced that like you would not believe, and lots of British people love the trick or treats, and they dress up and they go around the houses and have an enormous amount of fun. So we have to thank you for that fun time that we have, and but that reminds me actually that when you look at Halloween. I know we're talking about a couple of weeks ago, but never mind. But when you look at Halloween, that is where the veil is allegedly, where the veil is at the thinnest, and where we can connect to the spirit world so much more easily. But I find that my connections to the spirit world is sort of fairly consistent throughout the year. I don't see that there is a difference at that time of year. So that's quite sort of an interesting observation from my point of view. Now, when I started the conversation about Thanksgiving and the holiday time, and I know that we have, when we talk about holiday times, the next big holiday is Christmas, and of course that's the birth of Jesus Christ. And he's somebody that works with me very strongly in my mediumship. But I know that I'm hoping that a lot of you, when you call in, and we're going to have two lovely callers, you can talk to me about what you're going to do on Thanksgiving, and whether you're having turkey or cranberry sauce, or whether you're vegetarian. You might be vegetarian, not have any turkey. You might have fish or something like that. Or a nut roast, that would be lovely. Anyway, I'm digressing, but so happy holidays, the beginning of the season for all of you that are listening in the United States. And so let's go over to a caller and see what's happening in other parts of the world. So I would like to go to, I believe that we have Bernice in Los Angeles, California. Are you there, Bernice?
I am. How are you?
I'm very good. And so were you listening to my talk about Thanksgiving?
I was. I don't have any family I'm close to, so it will just be me and the dog sharing whatever we have in the refrigerator. I'm not big on cooking.
Oh, the dogs are lovely, aren't they? I love dogs. That's nice that you've got some dogs.
Yeah, and so it also helps that I live near stables. So I'll go feed cows, we'll feed horses some carrots, and they'll be happy.
Oh, how fantastic. So lots of animals around you. That's really nice. And don't you think that sort of animals are so giving in so many ways, more so than perhaps sometimes humans are?
More so than humans. They're just completely without, they either like you or they don't, they love you or they don't. There's no second chance.
That's true. So anyway, how can I help you? Now, I am a medium, which means that I'm able to connect to loved ones in the spirit world, but I'm also a psychic, which means I can look at aspects of your life. Is there somewhere where you'd like me to focus?
Yes, ma'am. To put it politely, my life has just been going downhill to the point I have to look up to see down. And there are some situations surrounding me that would give me a chance to leave California, a job in specific, and I'm wondering if you can tune into that and see if, what's going on? What do I need to do? Say, remove blockages, help.
Right. So there's did you say that the sound is slightly sort of off? But so for what I can gather, what you're asking is you've had sort of a difficult time of it where you are now, and you potentially could have an opportunity to move away from California, and you'd like to look at that.
Yes.
And was there anything else amongst that you wanted me to focus on?
Well, finances, because it's all tied. The move from California would be for a job with a long-term contract, which would put me in a lower cost of living. California is very expensive.
Yes, yeah, it is. And you live in Los Angeles, where all the traffic is.
Yes, but thankfully not when it's burning. I am surrounded by it, but I am not burning.
Good. Right. So let me just link in. So the first thing that I sense about you is, do you like being in the sun?
Not really. I'm one of those people, if I'm out in the sun too long, I begin to represent a lobster.
Right. Okay. Because I'm just getting the sense of because I'm being shown, for some reason, Spirit was showing me you out in the sun. And it must be sort of when you're out and about. And I feel like I'm being drawn to the horses as well when I'm looking at that. Now, I'm just seeing who's going to step forward. What I'm sort of concerned with you is that you have, although that you are looking at potentially sort of a job elsewhere, I feel that you have some reservations about this because I feel like there's a little bit of fear. Does that make sense to you?
Well, yes, it's a big move, moving 2 states away, because California is so large, going up.
Yeah, and I just get this feeling that you, whilst you've got all your problems, I feel like there's a sense of feeling settled in California, and I get the sense with you that I get the sense with you that it would almost be more difficult than you're probably thinking it possibly could be, because I get the feeling with this job, I feel that it would. Have you actually been offered this job? Or are you sort of hoping to seek one out?
Well, I've had the first interview, so I'm waiting to hear on the second interview, which would make the decision of yes or no.
Right. Yes, because I didn't feel you'd been offered the job. That was the thing that I'd got. But I just get this feeling that although there is a sort of a hope, because it can sort of get you out of a situation. I feel that if you were to be offered this job, and I feel that you potentially will be, but I get this feeling with this job that it won't. There's something about it that won't sit comfortably with you, and I'm not sure what it is. It's almost as though you when you get offered the job, you'll end up having huge reservations about this, and you'll start to sort of question whether this is actually the job for you. And I feel like it's almost like it started the ball rolling with you, and started this idea of expanding out to gain your life back. And I feel that it may well be that you'll be looking for other jobs that won't be as, there's something about this job that you won't like. And I feel that it's not that they won't like you, because I feel they will, but I feel like you won't like it. There's something about it. And I feel that, and I'm not sure whether you're aware of it right now, but I just get this feeling that you're this sort of sinking feeling when I didn't realize that, or but I feel that sometimes things are stepping stones in life, and I get this feeling with you that you will be taking this will be like a step. This whole idea of looking for another job and looking outside of things is taking you to new ideas and looking at new aspects of or possibilities outside of where you are now. Because I feel that it's like it's got the ball rolling with you exploring new ideas, and I do feel that you will actually eventually find a position that is actually closer to where you live. And I actually get the feeling that there won't be potential. I feel that you won't actually. You've got a big decision to make, because I feel that this job, there's a question mark with this, and it's a question mark as to whether you actually move forward with it. However, I do feel that you will be looking at another position, and you will have, it's like you've got choices that will be open to you. But this other position will be closer to where you live. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you?
Not at the moment, because this is the only choice out there right now, which is not to say, as you point out, tomorrow's another day and who knows what's going to be out there. It's just that this choice of Oregon, which is where it is in Oregon, is if I were to build a job just with the unknown, just, name, rank, serial number, company, project, I couldn't build it any better. So anything else that would come up would have to at least equal that, whether it's here in California or whether it's in another state or another city.
Yeah. I just get this feeling that when they come back to you, it won't be what you're initially feeling it is. That's the feeling I get. But then you still have that choice. You have that free will to take on board what they're offering to you. But I've got a feeling it won't be all what you think it is. And so, and that's where I feel this question mark around it. But I just get. Sorry?
I'm going to say, because I haven't had the offer of the second interview yet, we haven't gotten into the gory details of, money and travel and all of that. All I know is the broad stroke.
Yeah. Well, I hope that helps, because I've got another caller waiting. So, but I do feel that you will end up having reservations about this position.
But you do think there will be an offer, because people also want what they can't have.
I'm not sure whether there's going to be an offer, but I've got this feeling that you will not take a position there.
Right. As long as there's something better down the path, that's all that matters. Thank you.
but it's what, just before you go, what it is it's creating that snowball and that idea of looking elsewhere.
All right, I will always talk to people, and that's probably true. Giving me the confidence to go forth to start looking.
Yes, exactly, and I think that's what's been needed with you. This is a big step for you, and it's what's needed to get the ball rolling and restart your life.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you. That's good thought.
Okay. Thank you very much for calling in.
You're welcome.
Right. Hello. So I believe I have another caller waiting. Trudy in Pearland, Texas. Hello, Trudy. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. Oh, what a sweet voice you've got. And what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
We are going to just hang out with family and have a nice, quiet dinner. Hopefully.
Oh, that sounds lovely. And do you have turkey or?
We're actually going to have both turkey and ham. And,
nice.
And I'm doing all the sides, so.
Oh, so you're going to be busy.
A little bit.
Okay.
It's all coming from Honey Bake, so.
Oh, good. Well, I don't know what honey bake is, but it sounds delicious.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's a hand company, so.
Right, okay. Now, I'm a medium, so I can connect to loved ones, or I can look at aspects of your life. Is there anywhere that you'd like me to focus?
Yes, I have just had a lot of challenges this year, health-wise and financial-wise, and I'm just kind of wondering what 2019 looks like.
Right.
Is that too broad?
No, that's fine. I'm just sort of connecting in. I can feel that my guide Sebastian is stepping forward, and he's my healing guide, and I feel that he would like to talk. But I've also got a couple of my other guides that have sort of they're drawing closer to me. Now, have you had any situation with your joints?
Yes.
Because Sebastian's drawing my attention to your joints, and he's asking me to put you on my healing list. I send out healing every day, so he's asking me to do that for you.
I would love that.
Okay, well, I will certainly, Trudy, and I will do that for you, because he says that. He says that's the joints is a big issue for you, and there's a lot of pain and discomfort. That's what he says. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
So we'll
even
see
my
how that
hair
comes.
hurts.
Right. Oh dear. And also, he says that you've contacted certain professionals in the medical world, and you feel as though some of the advice hasn't been up to the standard that you would have liked. Would that make sense to you?
Yes, perfect sense. I have, and I'm finding more holistic things helping me more than the medications that they're giving me.
Yes, you're not happy with the advice that's been given, and no. I'm going to get that feeling that you're sort of taking sort of alternative ideas on board, and I know that and Sebastian is saying that you're very clever. You think things through very, very thoroughly, and look into great detail as to what sort of supplements you're taking or what you're doing, and you've created quite an understanding around your health. Would that make sense to you?
It's getting there, but yeah, he's right. I'm researching everything that I can do to get off insulin, get off.
He says he's telling me that you've been very thorough, and he's quite impressed with how thorough you've been.
Well, tell him thank you.
He's saying that he will definitely look at some absent healing for you, and with regards to all your health issues. Just before I move on from health, I believe you have been in contact with a lady that's more holistic that you've been quite impressed with, and she's been treating you quite well. And
yes.
Sebastian is saying to me that she is well regarded in the spirit world for her knowledge and her expertise with health.
Excellent. Her name is Ziana, and she's a holistic healer. She's also she speaks with the angels, so she's been tremendous in helping me.
Well, that's why she's respected in the spirit world, isn't it? Because of her connections, her angelic connections, and the angels are great healers as well. But he's very impressed with the route that you're taking and everything that you're doing. And he says that, with that extra sort of absent healing that we will do, let's hope that we can achieve great things for you over the next year. Now,
that would be amazing.
Also, sort of next year, I get the feeling that you have been a little bit dissatisfied with your living situation. Would that make sense to you?
Immensely.
And you'd actually like to move to something that's more conducive to you. I feel that it feels jarring to me, like it's not complete and happy for you where you live, and it's volatile. And I feel like there's people around you that make that energy not so right. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
I'm also being told that you're. Am I right in saying that you're considering changing jobs, or looking for another job, or looking?
Yes, I'm on disability now, but I create reborn dolls, and I have other things, interior design, that kind of things that I'm lining up to go back into business with.
Right, because I'm sort of getting this idea that 2018 is where things are all going to start to change with work-wise. And I feel that you're going to be putting a lot more effort into it. But I'm being shown computer work as well, where I feel like you've got spreadsheets and plans and stuff all going on your computer. Would that make sense to you?
Yes. One of the businesses I'm considering is helping people repair their credit. So that would be on the computer. Yeah.
But I also feel, in addition to that, I'm seeing sort of spreadsheets and money and things like that on the computer. Excellent. So that's and I'm just being shown that, and I'm being told that you will be. This is a real destiny for you, because you are about helping others. There's and I'm being told that there's an angelic nature to you. And now I'm going to ask the spirit world what they mean by an angelic nature, because I think this is quite important. And they're saying to me, yes, you've got it right, Gail. There's angels that work around you. I believe. And I do feel.
I believe that.
And I do feel. Yeah, and I do feel that you've got the ability to be psychic, spiritual, mediumistic, and it's just about you getting that right training and teaching. But I do feel that, and I'm also being told that next year will be a very positive year for you.
Yay!
So, but I do feel that the healing, that all the things that you're doing is going to ease off for you. So you're not going to be, because I feel like there's a lot of pain in your life, and I feel that this is going to sort of ease off for you quite a bit.
And I think my emotions are tied to my physical health as well. So when that is all in turmoil, I get sicker.
Yeah.
When the situation isn't healthy.
Yeah. Well, Trudy, sadly, we never have enough time to give, a full reading. It's sort of like these are a little bit tasters. But if you want to find me, I'm on Facebook, which is gailmoffat.com. That's my website. And Facebook is Gail Moffat, British spiritual medium and teacher. And I also do things on YouTube as well with my guides. So if you want to find me, please search me out. It'd be lovely to connect with you. And thank you for ringing in.